Hi, I'm Sarah from Once Upon a Yoga. I'm here to guide you through for the next 15 minutes for a Yin Yoga session. So Yin Yoga is a really great practice for creating more stillness in the body, more stillness in the mind, and creating a little bit more space. So we'll be holding the poses for at least 2 minutes, and this will allow us to work into the connective tissue. So that's our fascia, our ligaments, and our tendons. We'll also be slowing down the nervous system, so we'll be entering into the rest and digest. So this is where we literally digest the food that we take into our body, but it's also an opportunity for us to digest the information and the stimulation that we're constantly inputting into our mind. So it can really help with stress release and just being a little bit more calm in approaching your day. So grab yourself a mat, grab yourself perhaps some cushions for some support in the poses, a glass of water, and let's enjoy this next 15 minutes together. See you on the mat.
Making your way into a comfortable cross-legged position. And just taking a few moments to connect with the body and the breath. Lengthening through the spine and feeling the shoulders melting down the back. Finding a softness in the face and the jaw. And feeling the breath rushing in the nostrils and rushing out the nostrils. And noticing the body expanding with the inhale and the body softening and relaxing on the exhale. Gently blinking open the eyes, and we'll make our way down onto the back. So nice and easy, with as little effort as possible, rolling on the spine, and then let it go. Drawing the knees in towards the chest, and we'll give them a nice big squeeze, and gently rocking on the spine from side to side, just giving the liver and the kidneys and the spine a massage here. Continuing to breathe in and out of the nose as we begin to calm down the nervous system. Coming into a reclined butterfly pose here. So drawing the soles of the feet together and very gently opening the knees out to the side. You can place the palms of the hands up towards the sky in a gesture of receiving, and so that we can have that external rotation through the shoulders and that nice opening through the chest and the heart space. So we'll be here for a few minutes. We're going to give the body time to open and to create more space. So as we begin to draw our attention into our breath, we can breathe into any areas of tension and breathe out those areas of tension and feeling the release as we exhale out through the nose. Noticing what the mind is doing at this point. And if you find that you have very quickly drifted off with a story of the future or the past, you'll just gently bring your awareness back to the breath, using the exhale as a tool to sink deeper. Really beginning now to feel more openness through the hips, through the groin, through the front of the chest, and really feeling the body melting into the earth. And gently placing the hands underneath the knees, drawing them back up and in towards the chest. Really taking your time here. Feel free to rock from side to side if that feels good for you. And noticing that shift in your energy. We'll come in for a mini corpse pose here. Just extending the legs out in front and taking some nice deep breaths in and out of the nose. Feeling the body expand as we inhale and feeling the body soften and release as we exhale. And letting go of all control and completely surrendering. Reaching the arms overhead nice and slowly. Take a little stretch here. Rolling onto your side, you can use your arm as a pillow and then pressing up to a seated position when you're ready. We'll be making our way onto all fours here. Stacking the shoulders over the top of the wrists. And we'll move through some cat-cows here, just to open up through the spine. Just move through any sticky spots through the shoulders and the hips and the spine. So really you can do whatever feels good here in the body. You can move the hips from side to side. And then make your way up to a very lazy downward facing dog. Drawing the right leg across the body, moving into pigeon pose or sleeping swan for our yin practice. So we're trying to make this as comfortable as we possibly can. You can use blankets or cushions if you feel you need some support in this pose. But just taking your time to make your way down towards the mat. You may be able to release your head down onto your hands, or you might just stay up on the arms or the forearms. Wherever you are, we're relaxing through the neck and through the shoulders, and really allowing gravity to take hold here. So we're beginning to let go of the control in our muscles in the pelvis, across the glutes and the hips, feeling the legs nice and heavy. And really noticing here how you sink further and further towards the earth with each exhale. Continuing to release further and further with each breath. Continue to release a little more with a few more exhales. Really softening into the pose. When you're ready, very gently, very gently lifting the body, rolling around onto the side, and we're going to make our way down onto the stomach. Take your time to get there. Release the arms by the side of the body and place the left cheek on the mat. We'll just very gently open up through the side of the neck and allow the body to rebound back from our sleeping swan pose. You'll notice some warmth around the hips. I'm just allowing the blood to rush back into those spaces that we were gently compressing. Really letting everything go here. Taking nice, big, deep breaths in and out of the nose. When you're ready, very gently pressing back up, and we'll make our way back to our lazy downward facing dog, lifting the hips, and we're coming across to the other side for our sleeping swan. So drawing the left leg across the body, extending the right, and taking your time to just gently shift into this pose. You can roll through the hips, just feeling into where you're at, using any blankets or cushions for support if you need. Just settling into the pose, making any adjustments as you need, but trying to find stillness here. We tend to hold lots of emotions in our hips, so this can be quite challenging to hold the stillness. Mind will make up all kinds of stories in order to convince us to come out of this pose. So we can just meet this resistance by deepening the breath. Continuing to release any tension you're feeling in the body or the mind by using that exhale to release and to continue to make space. The mind has wandered, gently bringing it back to the sensations of the body and the breath. When you're ready, very slowly making your way back up towards a seated position and coming down onto the belly, and this time we'll release the right cheek down onto the mat. Really take this opportunity to take a few really nice deep breaths in and out of the nose and fully surrender. Let everything go. Taking a big deep breath and making your way back up onto all fours. And we'll come in for a wide leg child's pose. So knees to the outside edges of the mat, toes to touch behind you, and then drop the hips down towards the feet. Wiggling in, settling in. And we're aiming here to press or sink the heart and the chest down towards the mat. So this will be a nice deep opening through the hips and through the groin. And fully let go here. Really feel the body sinking into the mat. If you'd like to bring in a little bit more of a stretch through the shoulders in this position, you can reach the hands back behind the head and clasp the fingers. This is very optional, so you can have the hands here, or you can leave the hands just extended out in front of the body. Wherever you are, finding ease, continuing those nice deep breaths in and out of the nose, continuing to sink the hips down towards the feet and the heart down towards the earth. You find your mind has wandered back into the stories of the mind, just gently bringing your awareness back to the breath, feeling the rise and fall of the body with each inhale and exhale. When you're ready, very gently coming back up and drawing the torso back into a seated position. And we'll take just a few breaths in a traditional child's pose here. So drawing the knees closer in together and drawing the hands back behind the body. And you can either place a cheek on the mat or you can place the forehead on the mat, whatever is more comfortable for you here. This will be a nice release through the lower back. And if you chose to put the cheek on the mat, just swapping sides, just enjoying that stretch through the neck. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Very gently pressing the hands back into the mat, making your way back up to a seated position on the knees this time. Finding some length in the spine, and dropping the shoulders down the back. And taking a moment here to thank yourself for taking time to find some stillness, to create some space in the body and the mind. And I thank you for joining me on the mat. Namaste.